You are listening to Maya Builds AI, enterprise AI infrastructure, explained for real people dealing with real systems. So let me walk you through something that is happening inside your company right now. Or if it has not happened yet, it will. And when it does, you are going to wish someone had told you this over coffee before it became a board conversation. You approved an AI project. Maybe it was a support chatbot. Maybe it was a document classifier. Maybe it was something your engineering team pitched as a way to save the operations team 20 hours a week. The demo was great. Everyone was excited. Leadership loved it. Someone probably used the phrase game changer in a slide deck. Fast forward 3 months. The tool is live. It is running. It is technically working. But something feels off. Your support team is still just as busy. They are not saving 20 hours a week. They are spending 10 hours a week reviewing what the AI did to make sure it did not mess anything up. And another 5 hours fixing the things it got wrong. And another 3 hours answering questions from other departments about why the AI said something weird to a customer last Tuesday. So instead of saving 20 hours, you added 18 hours of new work that did not exist before. Net savings, maybe 2 hours. Cost of the AI tool, $4,000 a month. Cost of the engineer who set it up and now maintains it part-time, another $3,000 a month in allocated salary. Cost of the support team doing QA on AI outputs, immeasurable in frustration alone. Nobody is going to bring this up in the next leadership meeting because nobody wants to be the person who says the AI project we all celebrated 3 months ago is actually costing us more than the manual process it replaced. So it just sits there, running, technically working, quietly costing more than anyone wants to admit. Sound familiar? Here is why this keeps happening. The first reason is that most AI projects are evaluated on capability, not total cost of operation. The demo showed what the AI can do. It did not show what it takes to keep it doing that reliably. Nobody modeled the ongoing cost of human review. Nobody modeled the cost of handling edge cases. Nobody modeled the cost of maintaining the prompts, updating the knowledge base, and monitoring the outputs. The AI can do the thing. That was proven. What was not proven is whether doing the thing with AI is actually cheaper than doing the thing with people once you account for everything it takes to keep the AI running correctly. And that math is different for every use case. Sometimes AI is dramatically cheaper. Sometimes it is dramatically more expensive. The problem is that most organizations do the math once during the sales process and never revisit it after deployment. The second reason is that nobody owns the AI's mistakes. When a human employee makes an error, someone catches it, corrects it, and maybe has a conversation about it. There is a feedback loop. The employee learns, the process improves. When an AI makes an error, it often does not get caught immediately. It gets caught when a customer complains, or when someone notices a pattern 3 weeks later, or when it shows up in a compliance review. And when it does get caught, fixing it is not a conversation. It is a prompt engineering session, or a knowledge base update, or a model evaluation project. Each of those takes engineering time that was not budgeted because nobody planned for the AI to be wrong in the specific ways it ended up being wrong. The third reason is the most uncomfortable one. Most teams do not have a way to measure whether the AI is actually performing better than the process it replaced. They know the AI is processing more tickets. They know it is responding faster. They know the dashboard shows impressive throughput numbers, but they do not know whether the quality of those responses is equivalent to what the human team was producing. They do not know whether customer satisfaction changed. They do not know whether the errors the AI makes are more expensive than the errors the humans made. They replaced a process they understood with a process they can measure but do not fully understand. And the metrics they are looking at are activity metrics, not outcome metrics. The AI is busy. That does not mean it is good. So, what do you actually do about this? First, before any AI project goes live, model the total cost of operation, not just the tool cost, the human review cost, the maintenance cost, the error handling cost, the cost of monitoring outputs, the cost of updating the system as your data changes. Put all of that in the business case. If the project still makes financial sense with those costs included, proceed. If it does not, you just saved yourself from a very expensive lesson. Second, define what success actually looks like before deployment. Not activity metrics, outcome metrics. Are customers happier? Are errors lower? Is the total cost of the process, AI plus human oversight, actually lower than the fully human process it replaced? Measure that, not throughput. Third, build a feedback loop from day one. When the AI gets something wrong, there needs to be a clear, low-friction path for that error to get captured, categorized, and fed back into the system. Without that feedback loop, the AI makes the same mistakes forever, and your team compensates manually without anyone tracking the cost of that compensation. Fourth, revisit the math every quarter. The economics of an AI deployment change over time. Models get cheaper, usage patterns shift, edge cases emerge. The business case you built 6 months ago may not hold up today. Check it. If the numbers do not work anymore, have the courage to say so. Look, AI is genuinely powerful. It can save real money and real time when it is deployed correctly in the right use cases with the right infrastructure around it. But the gap between what AI can do in a demo and what it costs to run in production is where most organizations lose money without realizing it. And the reason they do not realize it is that nobody wants to be the person who admits the AI project is not working the way everyone expected. That silence is more expensive than the AI itself. So if you are sitting in a company right now where an AI project was supposed to save money and the numbers are not adding up, but nobody is saying it out loud, you are not alone. It is happening everywhere. The fix starts with honest math, not better AI. That is your episode. If this sounded like a meeting you have been in, share it with the person who needs to hear it. See you next time.